Hello, I am Joanne Meekins, founder of Inspired for You Ministries and its imprint, Inspired for You Publications. And I am a few days behind on this video challenge because I've been dealing with physical injury and the recent loss of a loved one. So this video is for day number 5, which was due on Friday. And I am answering the prompt, who was I 5 years ago? Now this prompt was a challenge for me because I couldn't remember. So I literally had to go on Facebook and do a search for my 2013 post and then go to one of my writing platforms, hub pages, and look at what I was writing around that time. And so, let's see. I'm really grateful to Steph Ritz for this providing this challenge because it has allowed me to journey back and reflect and document, what was going on in my life. And so, thank you, Steph. I appreciate you. 5 years ago in 2013, I was celebrating and supporting friends and family using my gifts to the glory of God. It was another good year. I was blessed to write and share my poetry, my articles. I ministered a praise dance at my church and pranic healing for the Noble Touch Ministry. And two of the most memorable mentions of 2013 was February 14th. That was V-Day. And V-Day is a global activist movement to end violence against women and young girls through the promotion of creative events to increase awareness, raise money, and revitalize the spirit of existing anti-violence organizations. So 1 Billion Rising is their biggest mass movement, their action. And I chose to attend and participate in an event at the Metropolitan Expeditionary Learning School. They have this Just Between Us after school program that empowers and strengthens young girls. And so we watched videos and we had a discussion and I shared a poem I had written and we learned the choreography to break the chain, which is the anthem song for One Billion Rising. And I have to say, it was the most meaningful and heartfelt Valentine's Day that I have ever experienced. Later on that month, February 28th, I had the privilege of sharing my story, my lessons, and the message of feeling voiceless, undervalued, and victimized. And this was on the Love Journey Inc. Prayer Praise conference call on their Tell Your Truth Out Loud Thursday. And so sharing my story empowered several of the other women on the call to speak up, to acknowledge the pain and the shame and the experience that they had in being violated. And I was surprised to find out that multiple times, just like me. And so 5 years ago in 2013, I was using my gifts, sharing my story, and supporting friends, family, ministries, and organizations. And I'd like to end this video with the poem that I shared at the V-Day event, 1 Billion Rising. It's time to strike, dance, rise. It's time to break the chain of violence that impacts our women and young girls. It's time to strike, dance, rise in revolution as 1 billion rising around the world. It's time to say enough. Let's stop this violence as a collective unit, taking a personal stand. It's time to make violence, awareness, and protection of women not an option, but a vital demand. V-Day is a global movement of grassroots activists dedicated to supporting this worthy cause. In their first 14 years, raised $90+ million to distribute, were top rated and worthy of our applause. Today's statistic that 1 in every 3 women will be raped or beaten in their lifetime is unacceptable and so horrific that it is staggering to the human mind. V-Day promotes creative events like 1 Billion Rising to educate and change social attitudes worldwide, envisioning for mothers, daughters, sisters, nieces, partners, and friends to live in a world where they are free to thrive. Join the movement, add your voice, make a difference, take the lead, and find something to do. It's time to help protect and save our women and young girls because, like me, but by God's grace, one of those 3 violated could be you. Thank you, and God bless.